band faces moments when survival seems impossible. A founding member dies, addiction destroys the chemistry, the hits stop coming. Yet sometimes one guitarist walks through the door and changes everything. These are 10 guitarists who saved dying bands. Number 10. Randy Rhoads. Before the audition, Ozzy Osbourne was drinking himself to death. Black Sabbath had fired him in 1979, and his career seemed permanently finished. Then, a 22-year-old guitar teacher from North Hollywood played just a few notes at the audition. Sharon Osbourne later recalled that Randy was the only musician who made Ozzy's eyes light up again. Rhoads brought classical precision to heavy metal, creating a sound nobody had heard before. Blizzard of Oz went 5 times platinum, and Diary of a Madman 3 times platinum, establishing Ozzy as a solo superstar. His neoclassical approach influenced countless guitarists, from Zakk Wylde to an entire generation of shredders who followed. Tragically, Rhoads died in a plane crash on March 19, 1982 at just 25 years old. He saved a dying career and helped pioneer a new genre in under 3 years. Number 9. Mick Taylor. The night Brian Jones was fired from the Rolling Stones, everyone knew the truth. Jones hadn't contributed meaningfully to the studio for months. His drug convictions left him unable to get a U.S. visa, and he could barely play his guitar. The founding member had become a liability, and the band needed someone new immediately. Taylor was just 20 years old when he joined from John Mayall's Blues Breakers. What followed became the Stones' most acclaimed era. Sticky Fingers, Exile on Main Street, Goat's Head Soup, and It's Only Rock and Roll all featured his fluid, blues-drenched leads. He also contributed overdubs to the final tracks on Let It Bleed. Keith Richards has spoken of being in awe of Taylor's playing, and the healthy competition between them pushed both guitarists to new heights. Jones drowned just weeks after being dismissed. Taylor gave the Stones over 5 years of artistic brilliance that many fans still consider their absolute peak.
Oh, just to shoot a name, all in the brain.
Number 8. Trevor Rabin.
We have his love we used to share.
In 1981, Yes was completely dead. The progressive rock giants had disbanded after years of declining sales and internal conflicts. Drummer Alan White, bassist Chris Squire, and original keyboardist Tony Kaye started a new project called Cinema, with South African guitarist Trevor Rabin. The plan was simple: start fresh with a modern sound. Cinema eventually became Yes when vocalist John Anderson rejoined. Rabin's approach was radically different from previous Yes guitarists. He favored punchy, radio-friendly riffs over lengthy solos. The result was 90,125, released in 1983, which sold millions of copies worldwide. Owner of a Lonely Heart reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming the band's only chart-topping single in America. Rabin didn't just save Yes, he completely reinvented them for the MTV generation, proving prog could still dominate. Number 7. Vivian Campbell. 5 studio albums, over 20 million copies of Hysteria sold worldwide. Def Leppard had achieved everything a rock band could dream of by 1991. Then guitarist Steve Clark died from an accidental overdose of alcohol and painkillers on January 8th of that year. The band seriously considered breaking up entirely. Clark had been there from the very beginning. Campbell, already proven with Dio and Whitesnake, provided exactly what Def Leppard needed: stability. He joined without demanding creative control or trying to replace Clark's legacy. Adrenalize debuted at number 1 in both the US and UK in 1992. The album went triple platinum. Campbell has now been with Def Leppard for over 30 years, longer than any other second guitarist in their history. His steady presence helped the band survive its darkest chapter. Number 6. John Sykes. Geffen Records wanted a hit. David Coverdale's Whitesnake had achieved significant success in Britain throughout the early 80s, but American stadiums remained out of reach. When Sykes joined in 1984, the label saw an opportunity to completely reinvent the band's sound for the US market. Sykes delivered beyond anyone's expectations. He co-wrote Still of the Night, which became Whitesnake's signature song. The self-titled 1987 album went 8 times platinum in the United States alone. Here I Go Again hit number 1. Is This Love reached number 2? Sykes played the vast majority of guitar parts on the record, transforming a respected blues rock outfit into MTV superstars. Ironically, Coverdale fired him before the album was even released, before he could fully enjoy the success his playing created. Before we continue, which guitarist on this list surprised you most? And did you ever see any of these bands live during their comeback era? Drop a comment and let us know where you're watching from today. Number 5. Phil Collen. 10 million copies sold in America. Number 2 on the Billboard 200. Pyromania nearly reached the top spot, blocked only by Michael Jackson's Thriller. But the album almost never happened. Founding guitarist Pete Willis was showing up to recording sessions too drunk to play his parts. Producer Mutt Lange and the band made the difficult decision to fire Willis mid-album in July 1982. Collen came from the glam band Girl and learned the material remarkably fast, nailing his first solo in one take the day after joining. His disciplined approach and precise technique saved the entire project. Songs like Photograph and Rock of Ages became stadium anthems that defined early 80s hard rock. Collen has remained with Def Leppard ever since, his emergency mid-recording rescue becoming one of the most successful lineup changes in rock history. Number 4. Dicky Betts. At just 24 years old, Duane Allman was the greatest slide guitarist in rock music. His motorcycle crash on October 29, 1971, devastated the southern rock community. The Allman Brothers band had just released at Fillmore East to critical acclaim. Losing their leader seemed like an impossible blow to survive. Betts had always shared guitar duties with Duane, but now the spotlight fell entirely on him. He stepped up as the sole lead guitarist and primary songwriter. Brothers and Sisters topped the Billboard 200 for 5 weeks in 1973. Ramblin' Man reached number 2 on the singles chart. His instrumental track Jessica became an enduring classic, later used as the theme for Top Gear. Betts proved the Allman Brothers could thrive without their founding visionary, keeping Southern rock alive throughout the entire decade. Number 3. Kirk Hammett. Lars Ulrich was direct about the situation. Dave Mustaine had to go. The original Metallica guitarist's drinking and violent behavior had become unmanageable. The problem was timing. The band was scheduled to record their debut album in roughly a month. Mustaine was fired and put on a Greyhound bus back to Los Angeles, a 4-day ride. Hammett flew in from Bay Area thrash band Exodus and had about 2 weeks to learn the entire Kill 'Em All setlist, 1 week studying the songs and another rehearsing with the band. His cleaner technique and melodic sensibility became essential to Metallica's sound. Kill 'Em All launched the thrash metal movement in 1983. The band eventually sold over 125 million albums worldwide, becoming the best-selling metal act in history. Mustaine channeled his anger into forming Megadeth, creating one of music's greatest rivalries. Hammett's emergency recruitment changed heavy metal forever. Number 2. Steve Howe. 2 studio albums with modest sales. That was Yes's track record when original guitarist Peter Banks departed in 1970. The progressive rock band had potential, but something was missing. Banks's style didn't match the ambitious direction John Anderson and Chris Squire wanted to pursue. Howe arrived with jazz influences and a collection of vintage guitars that defined his distinctive tone. The transformation was immediate. The Yes album became their first significant commercial success. Fragile followed, featuring Roundabout, which reached number 13 on the Hot 100. Close to the Edge is now considered one of progressive rock's finest achievements. Howe's intricate arpeggios and acoustic passages became the band's signature sound. He turned a struggling act into prog rock royalty, influencing generations of progressive guitarists who followed. Number 1. Joe Walsh. Hotel California became one of the best-selling albums in music history. Over 40 million copies worldwide, a title track that defined an entire decade. But none of it would have happened without a significant lineup change in late 1975. Bernie Leadon's departure left the Eagles at a creative crossroads. Walsh brought hard rock credibility and a completely different guitar tone. His work with the James Gang and as a solo artist had already earned him respect among rock fans. The country rock label that had defined the Eagles suddenly felt outdated. Walsh's searing leads on the Hotel California title track, trading licks with Don Felder in that legendary outro, gave the band a harder edge. The album topped charts in multiple countries. Walsh didn't just save the Eagles, he helped them create their masterpiece.